Hi, I'm Kim Goldfarb. Welcome to my studio in New Mexico. In my personal life and in my artistic process, I like to take the road less traveled. On my journeys, I enjoy veering off the main route. I'm always attracted to the back roads, the uncharted territory. The unexpected calls to me. That is why I don't plan my paintings. I don't prepare. I just start making marks on a panel. Those marks take me to my next move. Somewhere in the process, these women appear. They are real women you could reach out and touch. They have feelings and a story to tell. You can find me with them somewhere on the road less traveled. When I'm starting, I'm just really trying to get an essence of movement or find an emotion, find a feeling that's within the marks that I make. Sometimes I find shapes in the abstraction. I might see a woman's face in the abstraction. I might see an arm, a thigh, the turn of a head. Those are the kind of things that I look for within the abstraction, and then I start to draw an image with the charcoal. When I was in school, I had a really strong foundation in figurative drawing. And so now when I'm working, after I've done the abstraction, if I see some shapes in a form in the abstraction, I get out my charcoal and I just start drawing. And I can usually draw the figure just out of my own memory because I've done it so many times. Emotion is a huge part of my process, of everything that I do actually, because more than an actual physical space that these women are in, they're in an emotional space. And I guess that I want people to be touched by my work on an emotional level. It's been a long evolution in my work. A long time ago, I was totally an abstract painter. Then I went to sculpture. Then I went back to painting. I went back to painting for a lot of different reasons. One of which was watching a movie on Jackson Pollock, and I was watching Ed Harris portray Jackson Pollock, and there's a scene in an old barn in New York State where he was throwing paint around and just like had a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and he was tossing the paint around, and all of a sudden this emotion just welled up inside of me, and I started crying, and I thought, oh my gosh, I miss this like crazy. This is my true calling. And so I had to get back to painting. My last group of paintings dealt with my childhood memories of growing up in the Deep South. The women and children depicted are people of color. During that time, I witnessed their courage, their strength, and their determination, and I wanted to honor them. Here in New Mexico, the scenery is just incredible. It's an amazing, beautiful place. You don't see it in my paintings per se, but it's something that influences what I do because it is such a huge sense of space. And I love beauty, and I love a sense of openness, and actually I love being alone in the studio, because instead of being alone, I'm really in here with my friends that I've been creating, and so that's a really amazing part about New Mexico, is the sense of solitude, the sense of beauty, of majesty. I have a need to do this work. If I never made a penny off of it, I would have to do it regardless, because there's something in me that says these women need to have a voice, I need to have a voice, and I love what I'm doing, and there's no way that I could quit. Somehow or the other, this is my life, this is what I do.